So today we are going to discuss the one of the topic on session 3 was pending. So it's a theme which has been introduced in San Diego when Polaris UI was introduced, the next generation UI. So earlier it was like no the basic thing that you getting into the basic UI configuration and basic UI 16 side, just you made the changes and it will be done like no your configuration immediately applied. So now in from San Diego they changed the UI pattern, correct? So they introduced the theme. So overall thing into the service now you can change it according to your requirement. So they segregated in different categories like colors, typography, and apart from everything you can utilize those. So it's really great, once you getting into this. So I made some changes. You can see that the green, correct? So what the basic is that? So first I'll tell you. I'm repeating it again, so it will be clear out to your mind. So basic configuration. So your core things some kind of uh, page header name changes or kind of your browser. You can see here TABSS TABSS. If I'll change to Gaurav tabs, so it will be changed to that. The basic UI label changes, it will be here. So banner captions, these will be not applied or these will be not reflectable. Correct. So why? I'll tell you later. Not later on, right away. I'll tell you. So these things earlier it was applied on your this on the you immediately it's applied. You refresh it. You some uh, make the changes and it will be done, correct? But after the San Diego, they these changes will not apply because UI got changed, correct? That's why they named out different UI stand for sorry, user interface. So they named out earlier UI 13, 14, 15, 16. Now the Polaris came into the picture, the new next generation UI, correct? So those whatever the earlier we just go over there and it will applied over there on the whole part. And for other changes we have to do lots of research and all the things. But you know that it's really hard to make it, correct? Or we have to do lots of customization. So in consideration they change the pattern, change the way, and they introduce the theme. So theme is so base label changes you can do from here, but the rest of the things you have to do from the theme. So like the colors and everything, so you have to change it from there. Okay. Okay, so I'll go over there. I'll just save it, refresh it. Okay. Why it's not changing out? It should be. Okay, still it's not changed. Glitches are there, so not to worry at all. Control F5. So hard refresh. Oh, sorry, function F5. Still not taking. Why? It should be, but it's not taking. It's fine. We can take a look later on. Okay, let's just develop. Okay, still it's not changing. It's not due to something. It's a system error, I would say. So might be some browser cache and other things are there. But at your end, if you try, it will be changed. Whatsoever you want to change it out. Correct? It's a basic UI configuration UI. So it was introduced. With, initially it was, and then after it, Now they introduce the theme. Correct. So now experience framework, themes, these are the the UI label changes that you required in these things. Correct. So let's see how it will be done. So if you see here, this is Gaurav themes. Correct. Little bit slow on my side. So I just added the colors, dark and style apply. Correct. So how it could be created or it will be done. So I'll show you. It's out of box I have uses. The these are the variant. Correct. So variant is kind of like no you what uh kind of changes that you want to apply. Correct. So it's core label, like core label changes. So whatever the core changes, correct? Core in the terms of like no the system label. System label means uh, if there is a form under form, there is a like no, some changes you required. So you can do so. So color related things you can make the changes under that, correct? But those are out of box. You have to create your own. Do not make changes into the existing any like no given format or something. So always there is a best practices. So where you need to do the changes on the basis of uh, like your requirement. You need to create the same like the colors related to your name. So it will be applied automatically over there. So you have to make those into the consideration, correct? Typography and everything into there, correct? So how it could be done, I'll just show you some part over there. So here is the how to create. These are like till Tokyo is mentioned, but it's applied into the Uta also. Correct. So here, correct. So we follow this. Then we have to did this. Create a core color style or reuse the out of box. Correct. Which I have mentioned right away. And then after, I'll go on this like no everything. Oh, sorry. So whatsoever the things are there, you can see shape, form, typography. Typography stands for like no whatever the alphabets are showing. The font style, in other words, correct? The font style, shapes. Do you want to change the shapes? Like no, it's showing dot and three dot. So you want to something other shape. So it can be also changed, correct? Under this. So you are 16 like it's taken out something else, so you can whatsoever core label changes you can create your own customized way. Otherwise you can utilize the existing one. It's up to you, but very carefully you have to do so. Otherwise it will be always be hectic, correct? So here you can see that the primary, secondary and neutral. So this is the primary, secondary. Now create the UX style, company colors. Let's begin with it. Blah blah blah. So it's given this. Correct, correct. So properties enter the copied JSON here. It will be copied here. Correct. So here, this is the pattern. Company colors. Correct. So here you can see the company colors applied. Correct. After that, we have to make the changes into the this uh, system properties, and it will apply. Okay. Any confusion till here?
So we are creating our own theme. So how to apply that theme to
Yeah,
make
that's
these
that's
changes?
that's the way. I'll show you on a demo side also everything. Just I'm walk through the like no what the steps we have to follow. Correct. So you'll notice if your user preference that theme panel is not visible even though you have this, then set to true. This one.
Okay, that is system properties, right? The
Yeah,
glide.io.
yeah. System properties. It's kind of like which is like no so system changes in terms of it should be throughout, like no, if you are utilizing the same system properties in your script, so that system properties whatever it contains it like no it will take that data and apply it in your script or whatsoever, correct? So mainly it's because like no, it's consistency. Just imagine like we have a 1000 scripts which usual like no, utilizing the your system, not system, your some value in terms of like no your UI related some value, let's say like no profile name, correct? So if we will create like no if we have to change it into the 1000 script, correct? So imagine I have to call every like no script, I have to go over there and I have to change thousand times, and we have to spend so lots of time only for one changes. So the system properties is that which help you the sustainability and consistency, correct? So let's say I call this this is the module, correct? I just call this module and module have that some values, correct? Let's say this is a value, correct? Let's say these are the values. So I need to only call that and I can play around this while taking this value. You're getting my point?
Yes.
Like a in real time scenario, I can give you one example: Aadhaar card, correct? So your
Okay.
Aadhaar card can like it's a number or it's a ID for you, like no unique ID. But that unique ID has been utilized in different areas in banking sector, in your like no identification, in your different like no purpose also, correct? So you're getting some benefits and whatsoever, but you are just taking out that ID or ID number over there and it's getting started working, correct? If you change anything into your UID, then it automatically reflect in every like no whatever the where you have shared your like no ID, correct? So same way, this is the same way you have created the system properties. Here we will create on this system properties.
So we are creating a theme in a theme model. So after creating that, we save that. That record will be in system properties dot list table, right?
Correct. You have to create the one property which, because I don't know why they missed it out like the service now, because usually what happened, they already built it and you just need to apply it. But I don't know why they have did it like no such a other way around, where we have to like no if the system property doesn't existed, then you have to create it. Correct. So to apply your theme, I'll show you overall thing. So just I'll go through this. Correct. So this is one of the variant, and this is the properties. Correct. You can also do the auto generated three branding colors, JSON fan, blah blah blah. Correct. Green. So it's a green company colors variant. Correct. Then again, it shows here. Okay. So let's try and let's see like what will be the outcome. So here we will go into the theme first. We'll follow the same steps so it will be easy to understand. Okay. Let's say Gaurav themes. Now Sanjay's theme. Correct? See the first step and we have to write down whatsoever we want. Correct? So here is applicability. Applicability means who If you want only for certain user or certain group of people or certain roles can see these changes, so you have to be select from here. Correct? Let's say admin, then admin. Audience is correct. So you can do so. It's up to you. This is like some restrictions where like they talked about it. Hey, Gaurav, I need like I need only these people can see this kind of variant, and the internal people can be um, they will be good. So from there you can control the accessibility or applicability of that particular UI branding. Correct. So let's say we have a style. So it's a out of box. All things are there. Correct. So I'll take it out. Colors. Okay. It's a core. And what else? I'll just go through color, shape, and forms. Let's say I can create my own colors. It's not mandatory to I'll use it this only whatever the outer box I just given it. Correct. So it's not mandatory first of all. But the pattern, like how if I want to see what like that is style is there. So how I'll open whatever you have chosen. There is a hyperlink pop-up. Correct. It's a underline you're showing. Press on keyboard control key and click on it. It open into the new tab and you can see the all the data. Correct. So if you want to create it, it's up to you. You feel free to do so. Correct. So whatever the colors and how it's applied, what the buttons, how it's look like, so you can make those changes from here. Correct. So color button of your colors, so you can apply it, and it's up to you. So shape, let's select it. It's not mandatory to select all the variant, but yeah, it's up to you how much you can select it. What do you want, which type of your theme will look like. Correct. So it's a part of your work. And what else? I'll create one colors. Vega would add. Okay. So here's Gaurav style supply. I'll use it this variant. This thing. Now how I can utilize it. Sorry. Just hold it. What I will do, leave it right now. I'll use it this. Okay. I'll open it. I'll change it later on. I'll show it. So this is it. Now you watch it. One thing is I missed it out here. I'll tell you what. Earlier, like no, we have a classes related to. Now I'll tell you what. So you can see application showing hotel management. Correct. It's mean my application in different scope. I have to change it to global. Correct. It will apply, but it may create the conflict. Correct. So you have to take care of those things when you are doing such kind of changes. Always remember, if anything missed it out, you can see it's immediately changed out. Correct.
So we are
Sanjay.
making theme for the hotel management or the whole global.
Yeah, it will be like scoping your theme on the particular what we can say particular application. So might be this will create conflict. Sometimes it works, sometimes it restrict. Correct. So those accessibility is not available, then might be it's not applied. Correct. It's global, then throughout the all applications it will be applied. Correct.
So what is the domain global means?
Pardon?
Domain. There is a field called domain which is showing global as a value.
Domain where
So what is the
Okay, 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 okay.
application is
Domain
I know
separation.
the
Okay, okay, okay. This is a part of domain separation. So logically, when any service provider is there, correct? So let's say I am a service provider, correct? I have a one instance, but I have a multiple multiple clients, correct? But I want to show the if one client is showing seeing like this way, like no the black and white, then other clients will see the same theme into different variant, correct? Just I'm giving the example. So the domain you if you created the domain separation, so it will be logical separation between your instance. So logical separation in terms of, so you have like no, divide your the instance, not divide your instance, but separated your the logical way the two different companies in within a one instance. That kind of logical domains like no, domain separation is comes into the picture. That's one, correct? So let's say like no, if I say that global, so it applied everywhere. So if I change the domain for like no Sanjay's company, correct? My instance is same, everything is same, but it's applied on the Sanjay's company domain. Domain name is Sanjay's company. So now these all things will be applied for particular domain, not for other domains like no other global and other things. You're getting my point?
oh, of
Application
course
is
I got it.
yeah, application is your within your instance. Like no, you are creating your custom application within a like no global site, or you can say the one in within an instance, but domain is separate, like separate entity, you can say like no subgroups. If a group of companies is there, someone is acquired in some organization, so they don't want to change it anything into it, correct? So but they are the part of the same organization, so how they will manage it? So such kind of things are there. So sometimes it's a merger kind of thing, some such sometimes it will be like no service provider, many things you can take a look, take an opportunity. So yeah, people are utilizing, but it's not easy to manage it, frankly speaking, on the domain side. Many organizations are utilizing. It's not a like no, it's not a like that way they haven't, but it's lots of effort and lots of like you know, resources required over there to manage those things, correct? And expertise over there. So, sorry. So I'll create the variant. So it's my custom one. I just copied and pasted. Let's see. Or we can do so. There is already in this one. Okay. Now color neutral, primary, secondary, color chrome brand. Correct. So base and properties, we can check it out. Okay. Let's see this one, this variant I have. We'll take. And instead of this, I will change the hex code. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I have taken this hex code. Okay, so it will be identifiable. Uh, this one. So you have to write on the same pattern. If there is a space, you can see the changes. Color is changing over there. Whatever the color would be there, so it will be changed automatically. Okay, so I'll change it some other colors. Correct. Okay. You can see the color is changing over there, and you will find out everything in one place. Correct. So let's say I submitted. Now Sanjay's, here it's applied. I saved it. Good. Cool. Or not applied yet. Created in different photo. Why it's not applied? Because I have created your record into different application. Now I change to the different application. Correct. It was created in hotel. Now I change to global. That's why it's conflict and it doesn't update it. Okay, so let me change it out. Sanjay's theme. You can see better to. I will drop it. Sorry, I have to again change the again the application scope. Then I can do so. Okay, let's better do. Oh, sorry, just empty style is something I taken the. Hence I can apply typography. So anything else I can do so. Okay, visualize. So this is a variant. This is a
This is
4. This is also code. And this is also. I'll just submit it. Now, how this theme will apply? How I will take apply it? First, I'll check it out which uh the system properties required. Correct. So if you check on your system properties, so you will not find this system properties. Glide UI Polaris theme dot custom. And this Polaris. I'll just sort it out. So here, correct. It's I have created recently. I have created. That's why it's showing over there. Correct. Now you have to create this, and then into the value you have to put the your theme sys ID. Sys ID you can see here. Here it's also showing. Or I can right click on over there. I can copy the sys ID. Okay. I copied it. I paste it. Save it. Okay. Yeah. So if you see that before that, it's showing that Gaurav style apply dark and default. Correct. Now I'll refresh it. I'll check it. Save. You can see it's changed my theme over there. Now here is the Sanjay's. Correct? I'll apply it. Close it. Now you can see the changes. It's something like whatever the color we have applied, it's showing. Correct? If you see here, incident problem submodule, main module is different color and like other internally it's changed. Correct? You can see it's dark right now. You can see. Correct? You getting my point? Sanjay,
Yeah,
are you
got it.
clear with that?
Of course. But the one part was not visible. The you were applying the code color into that, so that was not visible that time.
Whole color code is not visible.
So, yeah, when you are applying the color code into that scripting type.
Okay. This one you are talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
Here you can see.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So
When
it
I
will automatically show. It will automatically show the colors in the side,
yeah, I'll
like
show.
red.
I'll show you. I copied this one RGB,
Okay.
red, blue, and green, and let's say whatsoever where do you want, I'll just apply from. Sorry, I, I applied here. You can see
Okay.
color got changed, and you can see
So
whatever the
what?
theme. Yeah, whatever the theme we have created. Now you can see the strips like no, this area, and color got changed internally. The form earlier it was showing greenish.
Green.
Correct.
Hmm.
Now you got
And
my
what
point.
are the
Yep. Sorry.
and one what are the changes we are making? We are creating a new properties like with new theme. Then the type will be variant. When it is an out of box, it was core. I'm right.
Yes. Like no on core label. Even if
Yeah.
it's your custom one, but it's saying that where it applied, it's kind of it's instructing to the like the service now saying that typography whichever your system like label like no your changes or like no style is there, it should be applied over there. Correct. The variant, it's kind of you're creating your own. Correct. So you're creating some kind of it's kind of like no UI label changes. It's take it as a example. So colors where it applied, it applied on the some kind of your UI label. But typography and other things, it will be applied on your font label, which will be on your system, like the internal systems also. So let's say this font is different from this. Correct? You're getting my point. So this font is
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. It like when it is in type is variant, then the changes will be applied in the records on the form on the list into the model guide.
Yeah, I'll